Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern. We are backstage at the Fall Winter 2019 shows. We are day one and we're at the Elle Tahari show. One of my good buddies, Jon Reyman, is backstage. He's using all Aveda stuff. I want to show you the madness. Come on back and you're going to see how crazy this is. It's a very small space with tons of people. All hair and makeup is going on here. And we're going to grab Jon. We're on. We are on. Oh, so Jon Reyman is going to talk all about curly hair, which is a nice.
Yes. Hi. Are we on? Are we going? This is it. We're backstage at Elle Tahari in New York Fashion Week in 2019. That's our year. So a lot of different things are going on this season. We're seeing for Elle Tahari kind of a natural wave that's just kind of smooth, a little fresh, not overdone. But what I wanted to do is I want to talk to you about curly hair. Because I think in the salons and also just dealing with texture and coil and curl, we get a little confused. So I want to talk to you about how to really manage that and help it be its best. So what we're doing here is we're diffusing the hair. We have a couple different curl patterns that we're working on. This is like a type 3, maybe A, and then we have a stronger like type 3, kind of C, like a little more coily almost. And we'll show you kind of what we did and how we work with that. So the first thing we did, we want this to get as curly as possible. And a lot of times people think to get that curl, you have to put in creams and oils. But for her hair, because it's a little softer, those creams and oils make it straighter and flatter. So we wanted to bump it up. So what we did was we sprayed it with a bunch of water to get it wet to help it reset. And then we added some beach spray, some Aveda Pure Abundant Style Prep. We added a little dry shampoo to really help set it. No oils. And then what we're doing is when we're diffusing it, we're using our Dysons. These are the best blow dryers in the world. And this diffuser performs better than any diffuser I've ever worked with. And what we do is we start with her upside down. Put your head down for me. Perfect. And what we do is we just take the hair and we just set it inside. And we just kind of help set it and help that curl really pattern. Now, what a lot of people do also is they elongate it and then curl it and elongate it. And that's going to make the curl less curly. So our goal here is to really get it as curly as possible. So we help it set, and if we're worried about any frizz, we can take a little air control. And if I want to just help define that curl, I can spray a little bit of that in. And can I see a towel as well? I can also take a towel and help just kind of create a bit of an oven effect to help support that. And so once we have that curl, and I know a lot of times we try to tell our guests sometimes don't touch that curl, it's done. I think that we need to learn how to actually touch and move that curl around. So once we have this beautiful set that's pretty defined, then afterwards, once it's totally dry and we get all that moisture out, then we get to kind of play with it and break it down. Now, if I want to soften this up, I can add a little bit of oil in there to kind of break this down. But what I really love for this particular look is to really kind of brush it a little bit and just break that curl up so we start to get a looser, softer. This is still a little damp, so we'll dry that a little more. But what will happen is we get this kind of nice, fluffy texture, which we really love, and we think this is really modern and set. Not too shiny, not crispy at all, but not too greasy and oily as well, so it's that delicate balance. Now for this model here, her hair was a lot coarser, so we needed to add a little more cream in there to help support that. And again, we have that definition from the, we use a little bit of the Aveda Men's Liquid Pomade to help support that. And then we use a little bit of Be Curly. And again, we're really setting and diffusing, and we want to really dry it 100% to get all that moisture out. And then from there, once it's done, we get to play with it and move it around and pull that curl apart and let it be a little more natural looking. And you see this beautiful curl starts to set. And we treat every curl, every coil differently, so we kind of figure out what's their texture and what's their pattern, and then what are the right products to combine, and then how do we want to diffuse that to really get that curl to set and then break it up. So this is, I think, great for, number one, working backstage at Fashion Week. And I think it's also a great idea for you to start to explore when you're working behind the chair.
All right, and what about a trend? Do you see curl as a trend for the fall?
Oh, yeah. So, this season, last season, we've been embracing texture. We've been embracing patterns and really letting. So a lot of the designers, when we have this really great pattern, we love to just let it be because it's just so cool. And for her curl, we could have gone either way. We could have blown it out and then put a little wave in, or we could have supported it, and either one would have been great. But as we have like curl like this, we really wanted to bump it up and really let it be its kind of fullness. And this is definitely season by season. We're seeing this conversation as we have whatever the looks are, and then when we get this kind of texture, because it's so beautiful and cool, we like to let it express itself on that runway.
All right, I'm going to take advantage of you since I have you and you're giving me so much time. How does one get on your team?
Great. So we have a great program with Aveda called Runway Styling, and you can come to New York or LA. You take a 2-day workshop with me, and then you come and assist at Fashion Week in New York and London. We also have an online program which we're launching very soon, so you can also sign up with that, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home, and then you'll upload videos of what you've done, and then you can come and see me in New York and London, and all you have to do is take the course, and you're automatically on the team, unless you're crazy. But even then, we'll work around it.
And the final thing is, every week I get a great email from you with inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that, or how can hairdressers out there get hold of those?
Great. So we have an online program called salonprorx.com, and on there we have over 400 videos and modules of content, and we have a newsletter, and we really try to keep people kind of engaged and informed. And we think that there's such a need for change in our industry and to keep updated, and we believe that this is one of the best platforms to do that.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you for giving us so much time.
Thank
I know
you.
It's crazy.
Well, you know that I love you and you're the best.
No, and I
So,
love you. We've been buddies for a long time.
Forever,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Have a great day.